Hey guys, welcome back to another Bare Metal video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Samsung's One UI 5 update. That is their skin of Android 13. As you can see, we are running, if we turn the clock to 1, a 13 appears. If we long press on the 13, it will start to show different emojis. Alright, and you do that by going into your system. Here, if we go into our settings here, scroll down to the bottom, you click on About Phone and Software Information, and you start tapping on Android 13. Your Easter egg will show up. Second thing is our new notifications. As you can see, they've had a bit of a redesign from the previous ones. The next big thing about One UI 5, if we come into our settings here and we go into our lock screen, we can now click Edit. So as you can see here, we can now change the clock. So I'm going to say, okay, I want the clock like that. I can resize it, make it really small, really big, somewhere in between. I personally like it probably about that size, just because I have the bigger phone model, right? So it fulfills the screen more. I have the S22 Ultra. We can change the filters down here as shown. So I'm gonna go with this red, or the warm one, because I like how vibrant it makes the red in the car. And I'm gonna press done. So now our lock screen has been edited. I can't really show you that because it will stop the recording. Next thing is we now have apps now support Material You theming. So as you can see here, all my Google apps are supported for Material You, or most of them. Things like Calendar and Classroom and Google Home, Google Lens, things like that are not supported yet. Will they be supported later? I'm not 100% sure on that. Most of the Samsung apps are supported. Not all of them. Again, I would expect for those to slowly be updated later. Reddit and Twitch are supported. Microsoft Edge is supported. Photomath is supported. Let's see, and Spotify and YouTube Music are supported as well. Let's see, what else? Oh yes, if we take our widgets here, we can now stack them. And that's how we do our smart thing, like, that's how you can create a widget group. So like, let's say I wanted this clock. I'm gonna drag it right there. I'll go with this version of it. I'm going to, we'll come back to that in a second. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom to my YouTube Music, and I'm going to say I want the turntable next. So I'm going to put it here, I guess, first. I'm going to shrink this down, because that's the other thing, guys, is these have to be the same size. So now that they are the same size and all messed up, we're going to drag them in here, and then from there, we can resize it. So as you can see, you can switch between these two fairly easily, no issues. So now we'll take a look at our new wallpaper settings. If we browse for a new wallpaper, you can see there are a lot of new options. So I'm going to change my wallpaper. I'm going to change it to this. Again, so now you can check and uncheck what you don't want to set. For me, I'm just going to set a whole new thing. I'm going to put that kind of there, right? I'm going to leave the clock how it is, because I like how my lock screen looks right now. We'll press done. Now, instead of just having the 4 colors to choose from here, you now have 2 additional pages. So I like this one, but then there's also 2 additional pages in basic colors as well that you can choose from. Again, here's the apply palette to app icons option. So I'm going to press apply. It's going to take a little bit. to change the theme because there's a lot to do. But as you can see, all the icons are now green, right? All green. My notifications and quick settings have turned to green as well. The app icons, oh boy, also have a dark mode. As you can see there. I'm going to leave light mode on because it's a little bit easier to see. The other thing to note is when we go into our settings, things like settings here and things like settings and like page titles have this green color palette applied to it. So as you can see, the display at the top of the page here is green, and things like the light mode and dark mode, if I have it selected, are green as well. Also, you can see that things like the screen resolution I have applied here is green, along with the vivid mode. So that's really all there is for color and wallpapers. So now we're going to move on to contact settings, because there are a few new contact settings. Let's see here. Okay, so I've opened up a new contact page, and if we go and we open up the full listing here, we can set messenger accounts now, new call backgrounds, along with custom ringtones. So if I come here, you can see that's the call background thing that's new. So if we click on it, you can see here that you can create custom backgrounds for custom things. I've explored with it a little bit. Again, you can have all your different accounts here. Alright. The other thing to note is with One UI 5 there are new animations, so it's a lot more snappy than it used to be. It's quicker rather. As you can see, if I open up something like the Galaxy Store and I just go like this, it's a lot faster than it used to be. And that's almost immediate. Let's open Clock. The Play Store, YouTube Music, Google, like it's a lot quicker. Alright, so now while we're in the notification page, you'll see a new feature, and it's this right here, right? So if we click on that, you can see the things that are open in the background right now. As you can see, it's Samsung Capture and SmartThings for me right now. Okay, cool. I've also noticed that the notification or the open apps are a lot skinnier. And when you open up an app, like let's say YouTube for example, the icon is extremely big. So I don't know if this is a glitch or not. Something else that's something to note once you update is when you swipe out notifications and apps, your phone now has a new haptic feedback for that. So it'll kind of vibrate a little bit once you do that. And if you turn your volume all the way down or all the way up, it does the same haptic feedback. And the volume slider now has Material You theming on Samsung. Our next new feature is modes and routines. So if we swipe down into our quick settings, you're going to want to find this icon right here, which is not letting me draw on for whatever reason. Somehow this menu I can't draw on. So cool, but if I tap on it, you'll see where I tap. So once you're in there, you can select between different modes here. So I don't know, I'm going to select work. Alright, it's going to turn on work mode. So now if we swipe down, we go back there, you can see work. On the lock screen, it'll also show work right above the clock. So yeah, they have fixed the shutter lag problem on the camera. So taking pictures is now fast. So I'm gonna open up my camera now that I've taken a picture of the keyboard. I'm gonna hold it, and it's gonna find letters to copy. As you can see, I can now copy this F. And now if I come into Google here, I can paste the F. So we now can copy text from pictures. Alright. Next up we have new gestures. So I'm going to open up an app like Maps. Alright, and I'm going to swipe down in the top corner here. And as you can see, we have now opened it in a pop-up view. I'm going to re-full screen that, and I'm going to go swipe up from the bottom with 2 fingers, and that's going to quickly put us into the multitasking view. And these are not enabled by default. You have to go into Settings, scroll down, find Advanced Features, and click on Labs. And it's this option, and this option. The 3 I just turned off. I recommend going in here and turning on all of them. Yeah. Or in the settings menu, we're going to take a look at another new category, and this is going to be the connected devices category. So in here is basically where you can see all of the things that can be connected to your phone. So we have Quick Share, the auto switching of your Galaxy Buds, Link to Windows, Samsung DeX, Smart View, Galaxy Wearable, Smart Things, and Android Auto. Samsung has also added several new features, or not several, but a few new quick toggles up here, such as security and privacy, high contrast fonts, color inversion, color filter, and color adjustment. So I don't know if you can see this as I'm clicking on these on the video. It might look perfectly normal to you guys. I have zero idea. But as you can see, yeah. And then I don't know if this is fully updated, but they're working on updating Good Lock for One UI 5. As you can see, Multi-Star is still unplugged because they haven't updated it yet. But everything over here is working, and it's just Multi-Star. There's a new camera assistant app. You can turn on the faster shutter, but your pictures aren't going to be as high quality, so you can do with that at your own risk, I guess. If you don't care about how your photos look, go for it. And then of course, we have also got the Android 13 features that normal Android 13 has. So after an hour, your clipboard will be cleared. We have the ability to change the language based on the app you're using, and other things like that. I don't know all of them, but those are the few I know. You can copy something on your phone, and if you have a Samsung tablet, you can then paste it on the Samsung tablet. It also has to have Android 13 though, which I don't believe any of them do at the moment. So yeah, and if you would like to see more information on the normal Android 13 update, I will leave a link to Google's website on it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Till next time.